welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika. Today we talking how to get away with murder. Child, this shit getting good. That's how we know that it's almost at the end. When it start getting really good like this, it's usually close to the end of the season. And y'all know, you never hear me say that I'm ready for these shows to end, because I really do enjoy my scripted TV reviews and stuff. So with that being said, child, let's go and talk about last night's good old episode that Annalise and them gave us, honey. And we saw a return of the old Annalise that I love so much. I like to see her fuck over the people. You know I do. Okay, this review, because I didn't watch it 2 times like I normally do, so that I can go in order, maybe out of order according to the way it actually aired last night. But I'm going to try to touch on everything that happened, okay? Now, I'm going to start off with Annalise deciding that she's sick and tired of being sick and tired of worrying about what Philip is doing. He getting too close to him. So she decides that she's going to go over to the ADA office and take the laptop with the video footage and see what she can do, okay? We believe Philip is, we believe, well, the belief is Philip done killed some people, and they are looking for him, but they looking for him in Canada. Child, he not in no Canada. He right there, because he started sending them footage of different instances where he's recorded them, okay? Running around the mansion and everything else, and trying to say it's the day that Annalise was shot, which we know it is, but they don't have a timestamp on that, because Nate told her about it last week, remember? So, she goes on over to the ADA office, and she presents him with this footage, and what she's asking in return is for immunity for herself and her students, right? Now this ADA is not satisfied. I could tell he wasn't satisfied. The wheels in his head was turning. He feel like he can get all of them, okay? So what he does is he go out of his office, and what he's doing is trying to obtain a search warrant of Annalise's house. Now, while Annalise sitting there waiting on him, Bonnie called Annalise and tell her that the ADA is trying to get a search warrant so he can come back and so he come there and had a police raid her house, basically. He got her sitting in the office, supposedly under the muse that he's gonna come back in and he'll have made a decision as to whether or not he's going to give her and the kids immunity. But what he was doing was trying to get that search warrant. Bunny called her. She stayed on the phone with Bunny as he entered the damn room, and she says, with Bunny on the phone, she says, so when I asked you for immunity, you equated that to a search warrant because you're trying to get one. And baby, the look on his face was high in the hell. Did she know this soon? He didn't know how she knew it this soon. So she told Bunny, she said, well, Bunny, you go ahead on and you shred everything in there. Get rid of all of the evidence. And the ADA is like, so you gonna just sit, you gonna stand in front of me and tell her to shred evidence? And she said, yes. Child, Asher was over there finna shred evidence until Bonnie got his attention and told him no. Because Bonnie know what the deal is. She had already said, so you telling me to do this, you telling me to shred evidence in front of the ADA, that means you don't want me to do it. And Annalise is like, correct. They know each other. They know how they work, how each other work, right? Annalise bluffing, but the ADA don't know that. Child, they went to try to get a judge to sign that warrant, and Connor faked like he was the judge's assistant, and he signed it. Child, somebody named Troy Williams. So the cops arrived with a warrant at Annalise's house, saying that they're gonna come with the copy. The copy is on its way there, and they get to trying to look over up in her house, tagging shit, time stamping stuff. I mean, they think they got her, right? Child. Well, while all of that is going on, the real judge is informed of what's going on, and he calls the ADA like, what the hell you got going on over there? I ain't signed nothing. I haven't authorized anything to be signed. His assistant didn't as well. So the ADA now got egg on his face, because even though you done went over here to this woman's house and they're in there pulling evidence, you have to leave now, and nothing that you can take out of this woman's house would be admissible in court because it was obtained under an illegal search. The judge never signed a warrant. Child, DA, Mr. DA, bitch, you tried it. You tried it. But it didn't work out in your favor, did it? He crushed because everything them cops touched was tainted. Child, he can't use none of that stuff. So you fucked yourself, Mr. DA girl, boy, whatever. Again, she tells him now, again, what I came here for was immunity for me and my students, and to turn this evidence over that would be helpful in prosecuting Philip. And now that you've been in my house under under an illegal search warrant, that because he never signed it, you got a choice. Either you're gonna give me this immunity for me and my students, or I'm gonna sue you. He caught between a pimp and a hard place. He got to go along with it, but you know they always try to save face when Annalise cracked their face. He gonna say, okay, but if you won't know what kind of evidence Philip may have, what other footage, and if he presents additional footage once we catch up with him, and it's not any of this stuff here, then the immunity won't hold up and you will be prosecuted. Boy, whatever, sit down. Are you big mad or not? It ain't nothing you can do about it, child. You was over there playing checkers and she played chess on that ass, so get over it, bitch. She got you. Now, let's go back in history. We find out that Annalise and Eve knew each other way back then, child. They was in a relationship. And they was in a relationship prior to her really being with Sam. Well, Eve gets called in because she works with the immigration. And remember, Rose doesn't want to testify to help the little rich kid stay out of jail. And Eve is trying to convince her to go ahead and testify, and that they're going to help her get her citizenship. And since Christoph, when I'm talking in past tense form, I'm going to call him Westhoff. So when since Westhoff was born in the U.S., he won't need citizenship, and they basically trying to convince her to go on and do that. Well, Rose decides that, okay, she gonna do it, but she not really gonna do it because they let her go, and baby, she tried to run, but Westhoff wasn't really here for that. He was saying that he didn't want to, he didn't want to leave his friends. He didn't want to, start all over and be living in no hotels. Westhoff is just like West is today. He know it all and he talk a little bit too much. She was there trying to explain to him as best she could what, the situation was with her not actually being a legal citizen, but he is. Child, he still don't want to leave. And they sitting in traffic, he decide he gonna just take off running. Child, that was stupid. Had you not ran, you might have not, your mama might still have been alive, but because you wasted time jumping out of that car to go take off running, she got to go behind you. Child, that is horrible. Now y'all hold that thought one small minute, because we're gonna come back to that part. Okay, let's talk Annalise and Eve. That, like I said, they was a couple. She did not know that Annalise been in a relationship with this woman, but she done moved to where she stay at now. She done married Sam, and she pregnant. Okay, she not really wanting to be pregnant, but she pregnant. Okay, and Eve is pissed off. She can't stand fucking Sam because she feel like Sam took her woman and then impregnated her. But see, in the book of Annalise's mind, Annalise see that they in a relationship, but she don't see it that seriously. She don't see it as they being in a relationship like a man and woman couple. Annalise think that she ain't gay. She ain't. She bisexual as a motherfucker. But in her book of her mind, she don't want no committed everyday relationship. She like that flying in, fucking with this woman and fell in love with her. She want her to be with her. She not feeling the fact that she married. She not feeling the fact that she's pregnant. Annalise herself can't believe she stayed pregnant this long, because she got a history of being, having miscarriages. Hell, the old girl Eve wasn't here for that shit either. Old Eve tried to get her to drink some wine, hoping for a miscarriage. Now, Jean Grey, you ain't shit for that girl. You is not right for trying to make Annalise sip that wine, hoping that she have a miscarriage. I understand your feelings hurt, and you kind of in love with this woman, but the bottom line is Annalise make the final decision in who enters the puss and who don't. And apparently she likes to partake in the puss, but she really like her man, and that's what she's sticking with. Okay, so ain't no miscarriage. This child wants to live, and you gonna have to deal with that. Stop being evil. Eve hates that Sam. She ain't never even met him, but she hate him. Okay. That was a mess when Annalise and her got into that argument, and Annalise was like, she not gay. Girl, you're not. You're not. You bisexual because you partake in both. But in her book of her mind, she ain't finna be with no woman like that there, and that's on Jean if she wants to be single and wherever in Cleveland waiting on her. Because she got her a man in whatever city and town, or city or town that she living in, child. That's basically what happened with them two, okay? Now, let's go to current day, and Wes is talking to that therapist. He talking too damn much, really. He wants to know, did he kill his mama? And he wants the therapist to help him try to trigger his memory. Now, the therapist don't think that he really did anything, because he told her, she telling him, if you'd have done anything, you'd have been in jail by now, Wes. And if you got any doubts, why haven't you taken him to the police? See, Wes talking too much. This bitch starting to wonder, is he a serial killer? But, child, I don't know. Plus, the whole time he ignoring Laurel's calls because he pissed off with her. We've seen early in the episode that he was mad because she went back and told Annalise that they had went to Cleveland and stuff. So he not answering her, and she's stressing, worrying Annalise to death about him because she worried that he gonna say something that's gonna implicate all their asses, which he very well might, because child, Wes ain't too good in the head, okay? Laurel and Annalise actually have words, and Annalise basically tell her, look, you two done been to Cleveland finding out stuff, and you done made him your new little boy toy. And Laura looking guilty as hell, like Annalise had done clocked her teeth just that bad. She know what's going on between, you and Wes, that little kiss thing. Well, Laura told Annalise she done, and she know what her and Frank do to people, and the only reason she not telling her what the tea really is on Wes with his mom, or telling Wes, is because they had something. She said, I know what y'all do. And Annalise was like, well, girl, what do we do? And she gonna tell her, well, you already know what y'all do, but she can't protect him anymore, and it's on Annalise to deal with Wes. Now, she had calmed down. Had she calmed down and just sat her ass down last week, she would have been explained by Frank exactly what went down. All she thinking is Frank done killed Lila, and that Annalise told him to do that. Had she stayed in that apartment and not ran out, he would have had an opportunity to explain to her that it was Sam, in fact, who told him to kill Lila and not Annalise. They always want to blame everything on Annalise, but when they monkey asses get in trouble, because truth be told, Annalise ain't killed nobody, but she done been covering up for shit they done did, okay? So had she sat there and let that man explain it to her, she would have had a better understanding. Even on this episode, we saw her and Frank trying to have a conversation, and he basically trying to tell her, he love her, and that he wants to explain to her what's going on. Well, she talking about she can't be with nobody like that and tell him she don't love him, which she lying, because this girl, dude, she is in love with Frank. She just don't like what he do, and she really don't know the full story, so she really making, judgment calls unnecessarily here. Well, child, that didn't work out. She don't love him, so she say. But here's the thing. They down in that basement talking, and old Bunny done set her phone down there. She eavesdropping on every damn thing they done said. So now, Bonnie know everything that Laurel knows. And how long you think gonna take for Annalise know? Laura, girl, I wish you just get on off this, whatever. Anyway, child, they decide that since Asher never met Philip and he don't know nothing about him, so he wouldn't be trying to, surveillance him in any kind of way, everybody gonna go over there to his house. And that's what they do, okay? Oliver happened to mention something about the possible transfer to Stanford, and him and Connor moving. You got Michaela in her feelings, and she basically trying to crush that idea, saying that the likelihood of a transfer would be impossible because of some type of score he has. She ranked higher than him, and then later on that night, she break it down and tell him, please don't leave, because I can't deal with these people by myself. They two birds of a feather. That's why they flock together, child. They kind of kindred spirits, if you want to say. But he telling her don't worry about it, because the likelihood of him getting in there is probably very, very slim, like she said. So don't worry about it, girl. He ain't gonna leave you, okay? So the next thing we see Wes goes to see Annalise, but she ain't there. Remember, everybody not at Annalise's house called. Philip is studying videotaping them, so everybody done went their separate ways. Annalise actually over at Nate's house getting her box banged out, and ain't mad at her. And the other students are over at Asher's house. Okay, well, for some reason they don't lock doors on this damn show. So Wes has entered this woman's house, and he find evidence that Laura hid from him, saying that he may have possibly been his mother's murderer. Okay, so let's go back in the day. We see Annalise meeting up with the rich family's parents. If you remember from last week, they kind of some uppity racist little bitches. But she's trying to assure them that she found Rose, that Rose will testify. She's saying she got things under control. Well, he informs her that what she did know. She did know that they had released Rose and that she had tried to run. He told her, you need to contact her because I'm trying to protect my son just like she's trying to protect her son. And if my son go down, her son won't be protected. It's at that point Annalise done had enough. Because see, she done already made a bond with old Westoff, and she let him know, what you not going to do is touch a hair on that child's head. Because if you touch this child or harm him in any kind of way, your son would definitely go to jail, and I'll see to it. Now I'm gonna go talk to her, but if any harm come to this boy, you can already, if her son, if she lose her son, you gonna lose yours. Point blank in the period. Okay, so she posted pops on over there to talk to Rose. Okay, now this the same day all this happening. Rose done got released. She done tried to run. She done went back to the apartment because she think that's where Weston went. But look, Westoff ain't went there. He was somewhere else. But when she get there, she's sitting there waiting, and here comes Annalise to tell her, look, you gotta testify now to protect Westoff. And Rose asked, did them people threaten her son? And Annalise tell her, yeah, he did. Well, Rose say, Annalise, you don't know these folks like I do. Annalise was trying to reassure her that it was gonna be okay, just testify, and Westoff is safe. She said she know them. You don't know them. She gonna be deported, and her son is gonna be still here, and she don't want that. So she told Annalise, you take care of my son. And this is where the mystery ends. This woman actually goes and stabs her damn self in the neck, okay? She drew that damn knife in her neck. And Annalise in shock. She don't know what to do. She thought about calling 911, thought about it. She thought better of it. Because if I call these folks, it just going to open up a whole nother can of worms. I can't save her because she slowly bleed now. So she leave. As she leaving, she hear little footsteps. So she hides. When she see the coast is clear, she chunk deuces and get on up out of there. But who it was John Christoph had come home to find his mom laying in there on that floor with that knife in her neck. She gasping and bleeding. He asking what happened, and him being a child, he don't know to not remove the object out of her neck if we're gonna try to save her, which the likelihood of her surviving by all that blood, I think, was slim. But he removed it, and when he removed it, you know, she slowly bled out and died. So he didn't kill his mother. The rich people didn't kill his mama. Mama killed her damn self because she was like, before I lose my son, I'd rather die, and I know I'm leaving him here and Annalise is gonna take care of my child. She gonna make sure that he's okay, because she can tell already that the woman has a bond with Lil Westoff. Okay, now last we see Annalise go to see West. This we back in current day. Okay, she go to see West. Now she hearing movement in there, and she see a light on, so she assume West just not answering her. So she slips something on the door and she leave. She thinks better of it and goes back. When she go back again, another damn door is not locked, and she enters the apartment, calling West's name, saying, you know, you don't have to hide from me, yada yada yada. And at that moment, her phone rang. When her phone rings, it is actually Eve on the phone. Annalise ready to tell her, look, let me call you back, I got something going on. But Eve tell her, no, I need you to listen to me, because Wes is here in my office now. Wes went to see Eve because when he broke in Annalise's house and stole those documents, Eve's name was on those. So he going to Eve to see what kind of information he can get from her. So as Annalise is hearing this, she tell E, call the police and send them to West House, somebody here. And she get ready to try to leave. Child, as she trying to book it out of there, Philip under that damn couch and then grabbed Annalise and it go off. He holding her down, child. They fighting. So I don't know, child. I'm like, Lord, this shit getting good. I want that. Hell, that's the one. Since Scandal didn't come on, she could have gave us 2 hours of that shit last night. But that's what the hell happened, honey, on this episode of How to Get Away with Murder. I'll be back down here again on next Friday, even though it come on Thursday. Y'all know my reviews probably come up the next day. So I'll be back down here on Friday, Lord say the same, bringing you whatever they do for us next week. But it was good to see Annalise back in her old headspin where she was just fucking people up and wasn't nobody fucking her. And also, before I end this video, I want to say that I do go back and look at my videos sometime, and I noticed that there has been some scratchy sounds. What I found out is happening is, because I record using my headset to try to drown out noise, if I have jewelry on or anything or buttons on my clothes, that may be the scratching sound that you hear. I try to edit out as much of it as possible, but I have noticed that I'm not able to get all of that sound out. That's why you don't see me with any jewelry on, and I'll try not to wear any, especially if I'm not able to keep the microphone from turning around and y'all hearing a bunch of scratching and stuff going on. I know a vast majority of y'all probably don't give a damn about that cause it don't bother you. You know, you just down here for me, and I appreciate that. But I do like to give you, you know, I got green screens all that. Look, baby, let me tell you something. My channel was based off of me just giving it to you raw, plain and simple. As my channel grow, I will start updating and doing better and bringing better, you know, stuff. But for right now, I feel like I'm doing pretty well with what I got. Of course, it's always good to strive to have better and make your product better. That's the reason why I'm slowly getting everything. And when I'm ready, I probably will put the thing up. But child, it ain't nothing but a curtain if you ask me. I don't even see what the big deal about it. The only thing cute about it is that you can put a picture up on the motherfucker and shit in the background. That's the only cute thing about it. And that's so passe, because shit, be green screens been out. But in the damn way, I just wanted to explain why y'all had been hearing that little scratching sound. Hopefully you won't hear it in this video, because like I said, I removed all of the jewelry from around my neck prior to recording, and hopefully you don't hear that again. I apologize for if it did bother anybody, because I got some temperamental ones on my team. I'm sorry if that bothered you. I'll try to do better in the future. Lastly, I want to say that I appreciate everybody that understood what I was saying in my video when I said that, you know, YouTubers are not celebrities. I realize that when we put ourselves on a public spectrum, we open ourselves up for a lot of scrutiny, okay? I'm just saying that it's a certain limit that you shouldn't cross with people. You know, you shouldn't be, I don't get paid celebrity dollars. I appreciate the Google AdSense coin and everything, but I don't appreciate it to the point where I'm willing to open up my entire life to a bunch of strangers that I don't know. Each and every one of you hold a special place in my heart, but let's just be real. We really don't know each other beyond YouTube, and certain things in my life I just don't feel like it's any of your damn business. And I feel the same way about that with other damn YouTubers. You know, I watch all the shit, you know, I watch the drama, the beef and all of that, but I just still feel like it should be you watching and not adding to. Sometimes people go too far to release information on people, and sometimes people do, their friendships fall out and folks decide they're gonna get mad and they're gonna spill tea. Don't add on to it, just listen to it if that's what you want to do. I'm not gonna lie and say I don't watch, I watch, but I don't add nothing to it. And maybe that's what separates adults from, you know, kids, or messy from non-messy. Yes, I watch a lot of stuff, but I don't add in on stuff. I feel like if I can't make it beneficial, I'm not going to you know, do anything. I'm not gonna partake in tearing nobody down, not even my worst enemy on YouTube. And my video will remain up. I know it's getting a lot of thumbs down. It is what it is. Y'all that's been with me for a while know one thing about Lady Nika: I'm not taking down a damn thing. I'm not one of them tweet and delete type people. If my video go up, it stay up. It's only been one video in the history of me being down here this year and some change that I took down, and that was out of respect for the person, because they are elderly and I respect my elders. So and that ain't took down. It's just on private now. But I don't make videos and take them down, so my video will stand. I don't, you know, if it offends you, then it is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be who I am, and if that's what you like, stick with me. If it's not, then I guess you need to go find you a person who's willing to let you dictate their lives to them and be all in their business like that. I'm just not that bitch. I ain't never been her. I ain't never gonna be her. I share what I want to share. I appreciate y'all who join in and give me advice and words of encouragement and even some wisdom. But it's just, I feel like people take it too far on these YouTube streets. Sometimes you just need to get out of people's damn business and worry about your own. If you spending half your day concerned about what another motherfucker's doing in their life, then that means that something is slacking in your life, because we only have 24 hours in a day, and if you really apply them hours as they supposed to, sleep included, you ain't got time to worry about what nobody else got going on. So in the meantime, in between time, please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys back down here. Again, I'm gonna put my email. If you want a real world now tomorrow, email me, because right now I've only got 2 things, and I'm not gonna come and make a whole video off of 2 subjects. So if you want me to talk about something, put it in my email box today. I'll get the research done on it tonight, and I'll upload tomorrow. Otherwise, I won't see you guys back until Monday when I come in for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Have a great weekend, and be good to each other.